watching Tennessee in 10, your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes.
Good morning. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville. Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. We're going to start in East Tennessee, where a mother says birthday balloons killed her daughter.
Good morning. I'm Whitney Turner in the WVLT newsroom. The Anderson County Sheriff's Office is investigating this morning after a 7-year-old girl died after apparently suffocating on a balloon. The girl's mother says this happened while her daughter was playing around with a foil balloon. She says she went to lie down, and when she got back, she found her daughter with the balloon over her head, face down on the floor.
She was wonderful. She so vivacious, independent. She loved crafts, swimming. Oh, she was a little fish. She was absolutely amazing. The sweetest little girl.
Authorities in Anderson County are warning parents to always keep an eye on your children, especially when they're playing with a choking hazard. Well, longtime WVLT anchor Alan Williams is among a group of Tennesseans still in Israel right now. This morning, he tells us he's safe and developing a contingency plan to leave the country if necessary. Williams and his group in Israel, they're there for a mission trip, and they're not far from the fighting.
We want to let you know that we're safe. So how safe are we? We're about 60 miles from our home base, which is Jerusalem. And so we are in the desert area. I've seen access to maybe 3 different military groups. One that was on the other side of the road when we were coming here, one at a gas station. We've heard some jets, and actually over the mountains here, I hear something going on over there. But right now we are safe, and we want to let you know that we are vigilant.
In a letter to President Joe Biden, East Tennessee Representative Tim Burchett, along with several other state lawmakers, are urging the president to help and support Israel however possible by providing all weapons and munitions necessary. That letter was signed by both Tennessee Senators Marsha Blackburn and Bill Hagerty, along with several other state representatives. In the WVLT newsroom, those are your top headlines across East Tennessee.
And I've been talking with Alan Williams this morning. He's my former co-anchor. He tells me that they are just navigating through lots of roadblocks and detours right now, but that they, for the most part, feel safe. A Tennessee fugitive wanted for child rape was arrested on a boat in Alaska. Adam Gabarra was wanted out of Humboldt, that's near Jackson. U.S. Marshals got a tip that he was living on a boat in Juneau and made the arrest. He's now being held at a jail there in Alaska and will be brought back to Tennessee soon. Smith and Wesson now has headquarters in Tennessee. It's bringing hundreds of jobs to Maryville, but not everyone is rolling out the welcome mat for this. People gathered Saturday for a ribbon cutting at the facility that included protesters. Anna Caudill made the trip from Nashville. Her friend was one of the victims of the Covenant School shooting. She hopes Smith and Wesson brings solutions with its Tennessee headquarters.
It's hard to welcome a company to Tennessee that's going to ultimately lead in Tennesseans, volunteers creating weapons that are used against other Tennesseans. I hope that now that they're here, that Smith and Wesson will at least reach out and find out what they can do to repair and to do better.
Well, the company's president says people are free to disagree. The headquarters will handle distribution for the company. A warning this morning for people across Tennessee. An offer for a free cruise may show up in your mailbox, and it's likely too good to be true. One woman says that this flyer showed up in her mail offering a free week-long cruise just for attending an informative session. Another couple received a similar invitation in the mail. They went to the 90-minute presentation in Franklin. And when they went to sign up for the free trip, that's when they started questioning the legitimacy of the offer.
Not only was it asking us for money, but it was asking us for our routing number and account number.
Well, the Better Business Bureau says there might be fees associated with a trip that's advertised as free. That's why you should always look at the entire offer, even the fine print. We reached out to that company that sent the flyers. We are still waiting on a response. TSU students are fighting to get billions of dollars owed by the state of Tennessee. And now we are hearing where the governor stands on this. Two federal agencies sent a letter to Governor Lee last month. They say Tennessee owes the HBCU $2 billion that wasn't paid out over the last 30 years. Governor Lee's senior advisor says the governor is focused on getting the ball rolling to make things right.
It won't be easy, of course, because there are a lot of entities that we have to deal with, but I'm very confident with the governor's cabinet, with the organizations, the general student body, that we will get it done.
We want our quality of campus experience to just be the best possible, and I think we're on the steps to achieving that.
Right now, the governor is trying to figure out the immediate needs of the campus before tackling the budget.
Good morning. I'm Taylor Tucker. Here are your top stories from the Mid-South. The death toll on the attack on Israel left at least 700 people. That includes at least 4 Americans dead. We sat down with Memphis Rabbi Micah Greenstein. He leads Temple Israel here in Memphis. He was on his way when the war broke out, and as fighting continues, he said it's about evil and being able to know wherever you live, you can go to sleep and not be terrorized. Greenstein says he's praying for the Jewish people and for their peace.
America is Israel's greatest ally because we share the same values of democracy and freedom and a civilized society, not a dark one that leads to what happened in Israel yesterday.
Over the weekend, President Biden said the U.S. is and always will be by Israel's side, ordering several U.S. military vessels to the war zone. And all clear at Graceland, visitors had to evacuate after a bomb threat was reported. Memphis responded to the threat just before 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. Officers then helped everyone evacuate across the street. Investigators searched Graceland and did not find any threats. Those are your headlines from the Mid-South.
All right, meteorologist Stefano DiPietro joining us for a look at the forecast. For most of us across Tennessee, feels like fall this week.
It certainly does. A little bit of a warm-up compared to what we saw this weekend with that good first really blast of fall air with temperatures that were actually below average. We'll get a little better over the next few days. Just really some stubborn cloud cover. That's one of the things for today. So the farther east we are, the more clouds we'll see. And that'll actually keep things a little cooler in areas like Cookeville. Knoxville will stay in the 60s. Little sun in Chattanooga helps us to get to 75. 74 in Nashville. It's warmer out in West Tennessee, where the temperature is near 80 in Memphis. Majority of that cloud cover will clear out tonight. A few more clouds tomorrow morning out in East Tennessee, but temperatures still 40s and 50s across the board to start off the day. More all-day sunshine tomorrow means more of the area in the 70s, if not near 80 in Chattanooga and Memphis. 74 Nashville, Knoxville 74, the same in Tiptonville, and the warm-up continues through the middle of our week, Amanda.
All right, Stefano, thanks. Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara in Nashville. We hope you have a great day and a great week.
You're watching Tennessee in 10, your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes.